Welcome to Business with Louis, the show where we break down complex business concepts into actionable insights that you can use to propel your career or venture forward. I'm your host, Louis Riskweiser, and today we're going to explore a fascinating topic, Edward Gardner. The answer lies in their ability to adapt, innovate, and understand the needs of their customers. This is where Edward Gardner comes in, a concept that has been instrumental in shaping successful business strategies for decades. So, what is Edward Gardner? In straightforward terms, Edward Gardner refers to the practice of understanding your industry's structure and dynamics, identifying opportunities for growth, and making informed strategic decisions to stay ahead of the competition. This concept is rooted in the idea that businesses must be agile, responsive, and customer-centric to succeed in today's market. The origin of Edward Gardner can be traced back to the works of influential thinkers such as Michael Porter, who introduced the concept of competitive strategy, and Clayton Christensen, who popularized the idea of disruptive innovation. These thought leaders have shaped our understanding of how businesses can create sustainable competitive advantages and drive growth through innovation. At its core, Edward Gardner is built on several key principles. First, it's essential to understand your industry's structure and dynamics, including the competitive landscape, customer needs, and market trends. Second, you must be willing to take calculated risks and experiment with new ideas, using data analytics to inform your decisions and adjust your strategy accordingly. Finally, delivering value to your customers should be your top priority, as this is what drives loyalty, retention, and ultimately business success. Let's look at some real-world examples that demonstrate Edward Gardner in action. Take the story of Howard Schultz, the former CEO of Starbucks. Schultz's vision for Starbucks was not just about selling coffee, but about creating an experience that would make customers feel at home. He applied the principles of Edward Gardner by understanding the needs of his customers and adapting his business strategy to meet those needs. Today, Starbucks is one of the most successful coffee chains in the world, with a loyal customer base and a strong brand identity. Another notable example is the story of Amazon's disruption of the retail industry. By leveraging technology, data analytics, and a customer-centric approach, Amazon was able to identify opportunities for growth, innovate its business model, and create a sustainable competitive advantage. Today, Amazon is one of the world's most valuable companies, with a market capitalization of over $1 trillion. So, how can you apply the principles of Edward Gardner in your own ventures or careers? First, it's essential to stay up to date with the latest trends and developments in your industry. This means attending conferences, reading industry publications, and networking with peers and thought leaders. Second, be willing to take calculated risks and experiment with new ideas, using data analytics to inform your decisions and adjust your strategy accordingly. Finally, always keep your customers at the forefront of your mind. Delivering value to them should be your top priority, as this is what drives loyalty, retention, and ultimately business success. As my colleague, a successful entrepreneur, once told me, the key to success is not just about having a great idea, but about executing it in a way that meets the needs of your customer. In conclusion, Edward Gardner is a powerful concept that can help businesses navigate complex market environments and make informed strategic decisions. By understanding the principles of Edward Gardner and applying them in practice, you can gain a competitive edge and achieve greater success in your endeavors. Remember, every great business starts with action, so don't be afraid to take the first step. As I reflect on my own journey as an entrepreneur and business leader, I'm reminded that the principles of Edward Gardner are not just theoretical concepts, but practical tools that can help you succeed in today's fast-paced business environment. So, go ahead, take that first step, and make your next move count. That's it for today's Business with Louis. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, every great business starts with action. Make your next move count.